Welcome to Pack Talk Podcast, episode 136. Today we're talking about how you're going to stop puppy biting, some proven trainer techniques. Thankfully, we have Danny here, who's a professional dog trainer who's dealt with lots of puppy biting.
Lots of puppies.
He's gotten some battle wounds from puppies before
yeah.
due to their biting.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we're going to talk about, number one, why do puppies actually bite? We're going to talk about some key strategies on how to help resolve biting from your puppy, and then some reminders of what not to do. And then we'll wrap it up from there, okay? So we don't want to waste your time. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you can, real quick, go ahead, leave us a 5-star on the podcast platform you're listening to us on with one word. We'll talk about the word of the day after we get through the puppy biting content, though, all right? So first of all, why does our puppy bite? Danny, can you kind of run us through top reasons why puppies might be biting?
Yeah. I mean, a couple of reasons. They're exploring their environment, right? They're trying to figure things out around them. They obviously don't have hands, right? So they got to grab and explore their environment with something, right? Obviously, they're going to use their mouth to grab and explore those things, right? It could be teething, right? They could be teething. They could be in that stage where they're just have the need to feel like they need to bite something, right? So obviously going to need to give them what they need to supply that need, basically, right? They could be trying to play. They could be trying to interact with you, trying to figure out how to interact with you or interact with other dogs or kids and things like that. Could be trying to play as well. Could be trying to initiate play with you or initiate play with another dog or your kid or something like that.
Right.
Could be too excited. They don't know what to do with their excitement, so it's coming out in what could be perceived to most people as a negative thing, like, oh, they're biting me, they don't know what to do, right? They basically don't know what to do with that energy. Could be too tired, right? They could be overstimulated, so they're biting things. They don't really know what to do with themselves when they're too tired, right?
Just like a upset child or a tired child.
Yeah, exactly. Could be frustrated too. Could
when
be
children
like,
get tired. I know you don't have kids. I have kids.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you a story real quick,
Okay,
all right? When my kids get freaking tired, all hell breaks loose, dude. They're screaming, they're grabbing things, they're biting things.
Right.
So you got to train your human kid not to bite. You got to train your puppy not to bite. But when you get tired, I don't know how you are when you get tired. When I get tired, too, I want to go to sleep,
Yeah.
And then if I have to do other things, I don't have a Jocko go with me.
Right.
Now I'm getting frustrated, right? So then I want to do things that I shouldn't be doing.
Exactly.
Anyway, sorry to...
Yeah, final reason too could be they're seeking attention. Kind of ties back with they're trying to interact with you. They're trying to get your attention, get another dog's attention, just get something that they want, basically, too.
Right. So out of all these things, going back to teething discomfort, right? If they're going through teething, basically that pressure feels good, right? So if they have a sore tooth because they have their adult teeth coming through, they haven't lost the puppy tooth, when they bite onto something, a lot of times that pressure helps alleviate that discomfort that they're feeling in their mouth, right? So we'll talk about in a little bit about what someone could get to help alleviate teething discomfort, but that's typically what's going on with that in particular.
Right.
So yeah, good to go. Let's get into some of the strategies here. So strategy 1, just kind of one of our foundational core principles here at Canine Revolution Dog Training is your dog's going to practice whatever they do, right? Whatever they practice, they're going to continue to do. So strategy 1 is to not allow your puppy to bite humans and not allow them to bite things that are not acceptable to bite, right? So this falls in line with that core principle of whatever your dog is practicing is what they will continue to do. So if they don't practice biting humans, if they don't practice biting your shoes, if they don't practice biting your socks and grabbing your socks, and running around with your socks. I'm bringing up socks because Ben's dog likes socks, But if they don't practice those things, they won't keep doing them as they get older, right? So we want to have a game plan in place before you even get a puppy to alleviate these things that they are practicing, right? So from the very beginning, once you have a puppy, they are going to explore their environment. They're going to try and learn how to interact with you as the owner. You're just going to not allow them to put their mouths on you, right? So, keep your shoes organized, keep your socks organized, watch how you're handling them, because if a puppy's not used to getting, even pet, for example, they might turn and, bite your hand. They're not doing it aggressively. They just don't know how to respond to that interaction, right? So not allowing them to do those things is very important. And that brings us right into strategy number 2, which is we want to redirect our puppy onto acceptable chew items. So, for example, if my puppy's trying to bite my hand because they don't know how to interact with me, I'm going to have a puppy toy very close to where I can redirect their mouth onto that puppy toy. I will play with them with that puppy toy, maybe just a very small game of tug or something, to give them interaction in a way that's healthy for them to practice interaction. You see what I'm saying?
For sure.
For a puppy that's going through teething discomfort or just needs to chew things in general, you know, especially for the teething stages, I really like the rubberized dog toys, because when they bite into those, it gives into their pressure a little bit, but it also gives them back some feedback, right? So that can really help a dog feel good when they're biting or they're teething, right? So like Monster Canine Toys has some really good options on like rubber sticks they can get, or rubber balls, or rubber chew rings. Those, and they're all like heavy duty, nice rubber, very good for that teething discomfort, right? For that puppy to entertain themselves, or you can even play with some of these things, right? So if your puppy tries to go for your shoes, for example, what I would do is I would go redirect your puppy onto an acceptable chew item, which is a toy. And one of the challenging things of this situation is you're hanging out with your puppy, they go after your shoe, for example, now you need to redirect them, right? So one way you could do that is you could go up to them, you could poke them a little bit, just tap them on the shoulder to get their attention toward you. You have the toy, you get them on the toy, you play with them a minute, you move them away from the shoes, right? Another way you could do it is you have like a slip lead available in your house when your puppy's going for the shoes or something else. It doesn't have to be shoes. You very easily put the slip lead on them, you move them away from the shoes, and then you show them like where you want them to play, and then you let them play there, right? So those are all great ways to redirect your dog. You want to make your toys more exciting than the shoe, for example. But the thing with shoes is they have smells to them, right? Smelly feet. But to a dog, that might be kind of enticing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to make the toy more exciting.
You got to make the toy more exciting than the shoes,
for sure.
Right? And in some cases, having an X pen in your house might even be useful to help limit where your puppy can go, right? If you're really fighting your puppy on this, getting an X pen might be beneficial to limit where they're going. That way you keep them in a contained area. You can supervise them. There's only things in that X pen that are good for them to practice chewing or biting and all that. Right, exactly.
For sure. I mean, just going back to reasons that they bite, like they're going to, at some point in their life, feel the need to bite something, right? So if you teach them like, hey, when you feel like you need to bite something, when you're in this mindset, here's what you do. Here's something healthy for you to, get rid of that urge, basically, right? Here's something, instead of my shoe, here's a fun chew toy, right? But still, like we said, we got to make it exciting, right? Got to teach the dog that this is what you chew on, right? Like playing tug, playing chase, right? Like, hey, you feel like biting on the shoe, bam, I get your attention, and I throw this, you can go chase this and bite this, right? Just an example of how you can make it more exciting. See what I'm saying?
Puppies, like you said, they are going to bite things. That's natural for a dog,
for sure.
So in addition to redirecting them, it's like we're teaching them how to bite things, what's acceptable, an acceptable way to bite, and then we let them practice that, so that becomes a habitual behavior.
For sure.
Right? Talk to us about strategy number 3, Danny.
Yeah, I mean, like how we said, like the dog's going to feel like they need to bite something, they're going to be aroused, right? So you got to teach them what to do when they're in that mindset, right? Have a good routine with them. Have make sure they're getting walks. Make sure you're working their brain and things like that. Mental stimulation, just as important as physical stimulation and exercise, right? Which is commonly looked over by a lot of dog owners, because they don't think about that really. Like, oh, we go on our 30-minute walk, dog's good to go. Right now, depending on where you live, the 30-minute walk might be mentally stimulating as well. Maybe there's distractions around, maybe there's things like that around, maybe you're practicing training, right? But having that good routine is going to limit them having that excess energy in the home, in turn, reducing the possibility of them, taking that energy out on your shoe or something unhealthy for them to bite, right? But also, with all dogs, I mean, with puppies for sure, but with all dogs, recognize when they're overstimulated, recognize when they haven't had enough mental and physical stimulation, right? When they have so much energy, they don't know what to do with it. Again, teach them what to do when they're in that mindset. Teach them, give them healthy things, an outlet basically for that energy, right? The energy's got to go somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Especially as they get older. Like the more you teach them how to operate and think clearly when they're in that aroused mindset, the better, or the more beneficial it'll be as they grow older.
Right.
To again, limit that excess energy, limit the possibility of building up anxiety and things like that. So definitely starting young with having that routine and recognizing those overstimulation cues that they might give you, their body language or just their behavior in general.
Right.
Definitely beneficial for sure. But yeah, just build good habits when they're around. You can also, management-wise, you can use a leash to remove them from certain scenarios, right? Like again, if they're, barking at the door, barking at, dogs outside the window, outside the home, or even anything in the home, they're barking at the TV or something like that. Whatever could overstimulate them or kind of create that high arousal, possibly unhealthy mindset. Be able to remove them, be able to redirect them onto something more positive. Maybe start some training, right? Teach them how to lay down and stay. I mean, I think definitely for all dogs, but especially puppies, teaching them that young, just the art of doing nothing, basically, as some people call it, very beneficial. Practicing impulse control, teaching them like, hey, I get you have this energy, put that energy into here. I'll give you a job to do, basically. Right.
For sure.
So definitely good routine. Definitely recognize the overstimulation and have a management plan in place for dealing with those specific scenarios for sure.
Yeah, one thing I think about is when someone's coming over, like a visitor, or you get a puppy. Hey, I got a puppy. Oh, let me come see. Oh, people are coming over.
I mean, that's a big part too. Like I've had many clients too, where it's like I've had clients with kids, and I just bring the dog home. Dog's a relatively high energy dog. Could be a puppy, could be a 1-2 year old dog. But if the kids are coming up all jacked up, like I get like if the dog's been gone for a little bit, like you're excited to see your dog, but don't greet him every single time like this, because the dog's gonna reflect that energy, right? I mean, my personal dog's the same way. If I come in, I'm like, "What's up, girl?" and I'm all jacked up, what do you think she's gonna do? She's gonna match my energy, right? But if I come in calm and I'm just like, "Hey, what's up?" Just another day, then she's gonna again reflect that energy instead of reinforcing that jacked up, aroused mindset. Teaching them to be calm, definitely important as a puppy for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm thinking like someone's coming over, your friend or whatever, to see your puppy, or just anybody in general. You're having family or friends over for whatever, and your puppy doesn't know how to interact with people, right? So what does it do? It runs over there. It's jumping up. It's starting to nibble at people. Whatever people are starting to pet it. As soon as people are petting it, we're now reinforcing what the puppy's doing.
Right.
So what I would do is teach my puppy like an alternate behavior on what to do when people are coming over. Right. So that could be, when I'm teaching that, having a leash or a slip lead on my puppy, not letting them go and jump on people. Start having my puppy sit, which means I need to work on sit before people come over, get them used to that. That way my puppy's used to sitting when people are coming over instead of running and jumping on them. But the main premise for me is keep all 4 paws on the ground, right? So no jumping, and don't be nibbling on people, right? So maybe if they are in the habit of nibbling on people, I give them a little toy before the people come in. Now the puppy's holding the toy in their mouth. I've played a little bit of tug with them, now encouraging the puppy to hold on to that toy. Then the puppy can walk over to my friends and family and bring the toy to them, and then they can pet the puppy, give a little tug on the toy to encourage play with the toy. So these are all different ways that you can teach your puppy alternate behaviors other than jumping and biting and things that are not going to help you long term.
For sure.
Right.
I mean, the big thing is don't reinforce it, right? And if you're able to communicate to the people coming over, like, hey, if he jumps on you, if he bites you, if anything like that, just ignore him, right? Don't pet him, don't talk to him, don't even look at him, right? Let him figure out, you can let him figure out on his own that that's not how he gets what he wants, right? Because all he wants to do is interact, right? It's not necessarily a malicious thing that he's jumping and biting on you, right? But if we teach him that is how he gets what he wants, if he's doing that and then the people coming over start petting him, bam, he just learned that that's how he gets what he wants. He's going to keep practicing that, right? But if we can ignore that and make sure that it's not, like I said, reinforced and he's not learning that, then you'll be set up for success for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about what you should not do with your puppy that's biting. We've already mentioned a few things, but number one, this is what just like some old school techniques that people probably do. They're holding their puppy's mouth shut when they're biting, right? So don't hold your puppy's mouth shut, because what this actually does is it actually makes your puppy frustrated and can make the biting worse.
Right.
Think about it if someone was holding your mouth shut when you're trying to do something, right?
I mean, I've seen people do that to reactive dogs too.
Oh,
like
yeah.
whether it's a puppy, whether it's an older dog, like trying to hold their mouth shut, like
Right.
don't bark, don't bark. It's not how it works, dude.
Right,
It
it's not
doesn't
going to
work.
help at all.
It's actually gonna build frustration. I mean, what do you? I mean, not to go on off a tangent or anything like that, but what do protection dog trainers do to like encourage the dog to bite? They build frustration, right? They make the dog frustrated to more so want to do the thing that the owner wants or the trainer wants them to do, right? Same idea. If we're building up frustration with the dog that's trying to bite you or something like that, it's gonna keep wanting to bite because you're not letting it do that, basically, right?
Exactly.
There's just more healthy ways to teach them not to do that, for
Right.
for sure.
I've also heard stories or seen things or talked to people where they'll take a spoon and slap the puppy's nose with the spoon, you know,
Or their hand, slap the nose.
right, or hit the puppy, you know, slap it gently or whatever, or harshly, who knows. But all these different things are not going to be good for your relationship. Hitting it with a spoon, hitting it with your hand.
I mean, with that, you're teaching that physical touch is a negative thing, basically.
And it's if the puppy doesn't know what you actually want, what you're not teaching it during this process, you're just applying aversive pressure, which is just not going to help you.
Exactly.
It's going to hurt your relationship, and it's going to, you know, hurt the puppy's ability to interpret how to interact with things, right? So it's not helping you achieve your goals, so just don't do it, right? It's all negative, no positive to it, right? Another thing you already mentioned a little bit is don't yell or be overly dramatic, right? This is like you coming in your house, hey, right? You say, hey, your puppy gets all jacked up because you're greeting them, you know, in an excited way.
Yeah.
So if you're yelling, you're being dramatic, your puppy is going to, you know, increase their energy level based on your energy level.
Right.
So they're going to be biting more, most likely.
Yep.
And because you're talking in a high-pitched tone or you're instigating some type of prey drive from your puppy, that could also instigate more chasing, more biting from them. Right. So it's just everything's working against you.
Right. I mean, it can be hard to do too, because you know, people get puppies, they're like so excited, like oh, you know, say they've been to work all day, they come back, they're excited to see their puppy, looking forward to it, right?
Right.
But then in turn, you're teaching your dog or your puppy rather that hey, when you greet people, when you see people, whether it's me or whether it's new people, right? Get excited, right? Get jacked up, have fun, right? Bite me, you know, jump on me, right? You're just teaching it like that's how you greet people, right? Instead of teaching it like, hey, when you see me, remain calm, remain all four paws on the ground, don't jump, don't bite, and then you know, then you'll get what you want, right? Definitely, because I mean, like I said, it's going to be difficult for a lot of people to do that. They're excited to see their dog. But still, in the long term goal of things, teaching it to be calm, seeing people, seeing other things is definitely going to help you out for sure.
Another big thing that people do is they are inconsistent.
Oh, yeah.
So don't be inconsistent. Like they might work on some of these strategies we talked about earlier. They might work on them for like a short period of time, then they stop doing it for a while.
Right.
Then the puppy biting comes back, it gets worse. Then they start doing the strategies again.
Right.
And then they stop doing them for a while. So you don't want that. You want to be consistent with your game plan on how you're going to prevent or address the puppy biting, and then proceed from there to ensure it stops happening, period, right? It's going to take time. It's going to take repetition. It's going to take consistency.
Right.
So when you're inconsistent, you make things worse long term, right? And you're working against yourself, right?
I mean, yeah, it's not an overnight thing, right? Like you can't just follow some of these strategies for a day or two and expect it to fix itself. It's like every single day has to be the same routine, right? Same protocols, right? We got to address this the same every single day. If one day the biting's fine, if one day the jumping's fine, and the next day it's not, it's just going to cause confusion and hinder how quickly the puppy's learning to, you know, not do those things. You know what I mean?
The other thing, too, with the inconsistency piece is like, sometimes people are not okay with puppies like biting their friends, or they're frustrated from biting their family.
Biting themselves.
But as soon as they leave, they're fine with them biting them, or they're playing roughhouse. The puppy's biting their hands. They think it's fun until it gets more serious as time goes on, or if it gets worse as time goes on. And your puppy might be small right now, but if you have a larger breed puppy, that puppy's going to grow up. You don't want it to grow up thinking that it's fine to bite, right? So don't be inconsistent. You know, make sure that you are consistent with your goals, with your desires, with how you want your puppy to be operating as time goes on.
Yeah.
Right.
But also like be consistent with the family too. Like every single
Everyone's
member of the
gotta be on
family's
board.
got to be on the same page, right?
Right.
If they're allowed to bite one person but not two other people, it's going to hinder confusion. It's going to cause confusion, going to hinder how fast they're learning, like I
Right.
kind of mentioned. But still, like, everyone's got to be on the same page because, making sure that they're learning as quickly and efficiently as possible.
Right,
For sure.
right, exactly. So with that being said, another thing that's going to be important is to be neutral with your puppy. We already talked about not being overly dramatic, overly excited, these kind of things, but being neutral, right? So if your puppy does bite you when you're working on this, you don't want to you don't
Right.
want to say ow or ow here,
Right.
because that could basically reinforce your puppy inadvertently,
Oh,
right?
that was exciting.
They're like, oh, that was exciting, that was
Right.
fun, let me do it again.
Exactly.
Right? So if you're able to be neutral, your puppy bites you when you're working on this, it's part of the process. Just act like nothing happened, then continue with your strategies moving forward.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's a big one. That's
For
a big
sure,
one, because
for
people,
sure.
they're like, there's also the myth and the rumor out there that you want to scream when your puppy bites you to make it a bad experience for your puppy. That's the
Right.
philosophy, but that doesn't always work.
No,
you know?
some dogs maybe, but most dogs I wouldn't think so.
You scream,
For
you're like,
sure.
oh, that's that's
maybe
a fun
maybe
thing.
this dog starts barking at you after
Right,
that, right?
right.
I've seen that happen. I've seen videos, people yelling at their dogs barking back.
Right.
It's like it's just having a good time.
So real
sure.
quick, let's also talk about puppy biting that's not actually puppy biting, right? There are puppies out there that are more dominant or more serious. It's not like, even if they're biting, it's not the typical
Yeah,
puppy biting,
right.
right?
Not
This is
playful.
not playful.
Not teething. It could be but more so the dog's trying to manipulate you or make you do what it wants you to do.
Right.
Definitely seen that before.
Control
for sure.
you.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
control you.
Exactly, for sure.
So this is what you got to be careful of, right?
Yeah.
Because if you confuse the controlling type of puppy biting, which I don't even know if I should call it puppy biting, because when you think of puppy biting, you think of puppies just figuring things out,
Yeah.
seeking attention, teething discomfort, you know?
And this could be really young too. This
Oh,
could
yeah.
be only a couple months old, if not before that.
Right.
When you start to kind of notice these things. So definitely, do your research, contact us or a professional in your area if needed.
Right.
But definitely know what you're seeing out of your dog, right? Because it
Right.
could be exactly like what you're saying. Could be not just that playful, trying to interact with you. Could be
Right.
trying to get you to do what it wants you to do or control you, right?
Exactly.
So-
The controlling biting is going to be a big problem if
For
you don't
sure.
fix it.
For sure.
So you got to be 100% on your game plan. You got to know what's going on, and you got to know what you got to do moving forward, because this will persist into a more serious
Yeah.
issue for sure.
For sure.
For sure. And you don't
For
want
sure.
this. You don't want this puppy growing up and this being a thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know. I mean, we both have trained dogs like that
Right.
are, 6 months old and are wicked dominant and just trying to control every aspect of their environment, whether
Right.
it's a new environment, whether they just come here, or whether
Right.
it's at their home environment. They're trying to, possess furniture, trying to possess items in the home, blankets, toys, things like that,
Exactly.
right? You get near, it's chewing on a toy, you get near it, boom, it starts biting you, telling you basically, hey, get away from me. I want this
Exactly.
is mine. Get away from me, right? Kind of trying to control you, trying to control the
Oh, yeah.
environment. So definitely not. I wouldn't say it's a super common thing, but that's definitely a thing that does happen for sure with
Right.
specific
Right.
dogs, specific
For
genetics,
sure.
things like that.
So that's kind of your game plan for puppy biting. That's why puppies bite. Those are your top strategies. If you can be consistent with those, you will see success. You will stop the puppy biting. You'll be able to enjoy your puppy without it biting you.
For sure.
Keep in mind that if you have a puppy that is more serious about their biting, the controlling biting, you need to be really dedicated to that. You probably want to seek professional advice. We're more than happy to help you. Canine Revolution Dog Training. We can do board and trains with you no matter where you're located. We can also do virtual lessons. If you're at a distance, you don't want to travel for a board and train, we can at least coach you virtually on what to be doing in that specific
To
situation.
explain to you what you're seeing,
Right.
for sure.
Don't forget to check out the Pack Talk Podcast YouTube channel if you want to watch the video version of the podcast. Don't forget to check out the Canine Revolution Dog Training YouTube channel to get more training tips and techniques that are going to be beneficial to you. And like we said earlier, please leave a 5-star review on your favorite podcast platform. Leaving just one word in your review helps us
Word of the day?
reach other people. What's the word of the day?
I don't know.
What is it?
I don't know.
Puppy. Puppy.
America?
Well, it is 4th of July. We're
4th of
recording
July.
this on 4th of July.
Yes, we are.
So it
Happy
could be
4th.
America.
Happy 4th.
Right. Could be happy birthday. That's too late.
America.
Right. So anyway, please help us out with that. Help other people out. Share this episode with someone that needs it, whether it's your friend, family, someone planning on getting a puppy. Send this to them so they can think about it ahead of time, right? So yeah, again, if you need help, Canine Revolution Dog Training, our phone number is 843-213-2676. Our email is info@caninerevolutiondogtraining.com. We've got the board and trains, we've got the private lessons, we've got the virtual lessons. We're going to help you out. So just let us know how we can help you. Also, if you want to support the podcast and support yourself, we've got Canine Revolution apparel on Amazon. You can get you a Canine Revolution logo shirt. You can get you a Canine Revolution logo hoodie. You can get you a Good to Go shirt. You can get you a Guinea shirt. We got the new drinking cups out now. So you can get the new drinking cups. Those are freaking nice.
Hell yeah. The hats. Nice. Got some hats.
Got some hats.
Nice hats.
Right. Got the hats. Good to go. So check that out on Amazon. If you want the optimal diet for your dog, the best food you can feed your dog, we know it's a raw diet, whether it's a raw patty of meat and bone and organ ready to eat or freeze-dried raw. Both are good. You can get both of those at wefeedraw.com. You can use the discount code Canine Revolution, spelt out, all caps, no spaces. That gets you 25% off your first meal plan. And basically what they do is they ship it to you. You feed it to your dog. Your dog's happy. Your dog's healthy. Your dog's health improves.
Hell yeah.
Right? 100%.
Good to go.
Even if you only want to do partial raw, that's still beneficial, right? If you're feeding like a base kibble, raw topper, that's going to be beneficial for your dog overall, right? Next up, we've got K9 Super Supplements, the letter K, the number 9, supersupplements.com. That's going to have your dog supplements, your optimal dog supplements. It's got your joint support for your dog's joints. It's got your weight gainer for your dog if it's a hard gainer, right? Don't keep feeding them more kibble. Get them on the weight gainer. Good for them. Good for you.
Hell yeah.
Right? Multivitamin. That's that immunity support for your dog. And they got the puppy formula. So you're listening to a podcast today on puppy biting. You want your puppy to be optimized. You give them the puppy formula, Canine Super Supplements. So go to caninesupersupplements.com, discount code Canine Revolution, spelt out, all caps, no spaces. They get you 15% off your order. Your dog will thank you when you put that in their food bowl, right?
Yep. They might stop biting.
Yeah, they'll stop biting you, period, right? All right, last but not least, we're supporting you, the dog owner, the dog trainer, because if you are not taking care of yourself, you're not taking care of your dog. You see what I'm saying? So we've got JockoFuel, JockoFuel.com, discount code Canine Revolution, all caps, no spaces, 10% off.
Yep.
Right? So with that being said, you've got the Jocko Go, which is your clean energy. Danny's got the 4th of July flavor, the Nitro Pop.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's
good to go. Good to
really
go.
Good.
Favorite
really
flavor
good,
for
dude.
sure.
We've also got the Milk, so we know we need protein. We're building muscle, right? Ben's building muscle.
I just got Jocko protein powder as well.
Hey, did you?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's the Milk, dude.
Yeah, no,
That's
but I got the powder.
Right,
so I can make my own.
Yeah,
my
exactly.
Own milk.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You got
Homemade
the
milk. But yeah, they do
Milk
have the
powder.
singular. They have the
They have the
shakes
ready
as well.
to drink milk.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ready to drink, where you just grab it,
grab
pick
and go.
the top off,
grab
chug it.
and go.
Now you're
grab
ready.
a milk, grab a go, pack some creatine, throw some creatine in the milk.
Creatine's good. Well, you
Then
just
you're
said
good
you
to
got
go.
the creatine, right? You ordered it?
It's on the way.
It's on
the
way.
way.
Danny's on the creatine train.
I'm working on it.
He's going to blow up here soon.
Oh, I'm working out, boys.
He's going to blow up. Those shoulders are going to be popping, dude.
Oh, yeah. Turn the shoulders into boulders.
It's beach season, too. You know, Danny's going to be on the... Well, he's on the boat every weekend. He's on the boat with the shirt
on
off,
the boat,
dude.
On the boat, doing socialization with my dog. Never been on a boat before. Doing that. But I'm also on the creatine.
Creatine?
On the boat.
Oh, yeah.
Summer bod.
Getting
Hell
jacked,
yeah.
dude. Getting jacked.
Hell yeah.
So check all that out at JockoFuel.com. They've got everything you need. Don't discount your fish oil. You need your fish oil.
Fish
just
oil.
saying. For your heart health, for your brain health.
Good for your dogs as well.
Good for your ducks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I throw them in Bane's food, dude.
Hell yeah.
That's what I give 'em.
Nice.
So anyway, check all those out. We've got links in the description below if you want to check out their websites. We appreciate you listening. If you need us to talk about a certain topic, just send it to us so we can check it out. We know what you need. That way
Open to
we
requests.
can get the content that you need out there for you, right? And until next time, this is Pack Talk Podcast, out.